All right. All right, boys and girls. Welcome back to the drive-thru for the first video of 2019. We're here with Tori and Ryan. Brian, excuse me. Jocelyn's in attendance for the audience. Kendall's in the house. We got Zach and Derek and Jack and Aaron, and it's on. All right, here we go. So this is question 15 from worksheet 13.3, okay? Pretty common problem. We got a cable that's supporting a pole. So really, you got a telephone pole, and then you've got a cable that's holding it up, okay? And we want to know, let's see. We do know that it's got 800 newtons of force in the horizontal direction, and it's got 800 radical 3, bless you, 800 radical 3 newtons of force, and it's asking us two questions. What is the sine of theta? Okay? Well, it told us where theta is. It's right there. And a lot of times in these trig problems, you got to assume that something's a rectangle. So we also know that this is 800 radical 3, and that's also 800 because of the properties of a rectangle. Okay? So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So the sine of theta, what's opposite from theta? 800 radical 3. What's the hypotenuse? Oh, we got to find it. So we got to do Pythag for that, okay? Although, maybe you remember from your special right triangles that if you have x and x radical 3, that the hypotenuse will be 2x. So in my head, I can tell you, Brian, right, not Ryan, that's going to be 1600. But if you didn't know how to do that, we would just use Pythag. 800 radical 3 squared. And again, we're trying to just solve for the hypotenuse. Plus 800 squared equals h squared. Well, we got to type 800 radical 3 into a parentheses in our calculator. Okay, so parentheses 800 radical 3. Now close it. That just closed my parentheses underneath. So now I got to hit right and close it again. It's a little tricky. Squared equals. All right, here we go. 192 with 4 zeros. Plus 800 squared. Whoops. Well, it's going to be 64 with 4 zeros. Okay, so now we want to take the number in our calculator and add 640,000 to it. Okay, and then we get 2.56 million, 256 equals h squared. And watch what happens when we take the square root of that number, Brian. I like to just take it to the 1/2 power, so take that to the 0.5, enter, bam, 1600, just like we thought, okay? So h is 1600. So now we do know that the sine of theta is 800 radical 3 opposite divided by 1600. But that's just radical 3 over 2. Which is a very popular answer from special right triangles. Okay, so now maybe we remember this. What is the measure of this angle? If this is 1600 and this is 800 radical 3, That's going to be a 60-degree angle. Now, again, if you didn't remember that, that's okay. You're not screwed. You would have sine of theta is equal to radical 3 over 2. How do we get rid of the sine? You take the sine inverse, and you do theta is the sine inverse of radical 3 over 2. Sorry, not very good writing. Let's remember how to put that in the calculator. So, second sine inverse, radical 3 divided by 2. Close my parentheses. Now, if that alarms you, it's not a big deal. This is set into radian mode. So let me go to mode. Let's turn it into degrees. And let's run it back. Okay, let's see. Second quit. Go back up here. Hit enter. Enter. And now it's 60. Okay, whole lot of learning there. That's a good question to get our brains warmed back up. I greatly appreciate it. Boom!